Hi, welcome back to Anela's business channel. My name is Anita. This is a new series that I have started, so if you want to tag along, please don't forget to subscribe so that you can tag along as I share my experience. I feel like I should let you guys know that every information that I say here, this is a disclaimer, every information that I share on this platform is not legally bound. I'm not a certified or licensed CPA or an expert. These are my experience and the knowledge I have gathered through these experiences. What I did was, when I was ready to form my LLC, I researched. I went on YouTube, listened to a lot of people talk, and then I visited my local tax guy, like my CPA. I went to him and I told him, listen, I want to start my LLC. I want to form a business. I have no idea what to do, even though I had an idea because I've been doing my research. And then I allowed him to tell me everything, and he confirmed all that I already knew. There were also room for me to ask questions. So by all means, these are my personal opinions and advice. But when you are ready and you are serious to start, which I think you should be, like start right now. Whenever you're ready, visit your local tax guy just to be sure and be safe. You don't want to start something and then stop in the middle of it because you don't know what to do. All right. The first thing that I want to talk about is getting your LLC. Now, LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. And I'm going to go into what it actually means, okay? Because those are just words. I'm going to tell you the benefits of that and why I chose it. The first benefit of getting your LLC is actually in the name, limited liability. If you choose LLC, you are safe. Your personal assets, your personal savings and money and all of that, it's safe from every loss or every lawsuit that you might get in the future through your business. So let's say I have like $5,000 saved. That is my personal asset. And then let's say my business goes into bankruptcy, or I lose a lot of assets, or I get sued. My personal assets, my $5,000, my house, my car will not be liable to recompensation. Like if somebody is suing me for like, I don't know, like $50,000, that person won't get anything from my money because that is separate. My personal asset is separate from my business losses. The next thing that I want to talk about is no residency. You don't need to be a US citizen or even a permanent resident to be able to form your business. You don't need that. So anybody can start a business, anybody can form their business. You don't need to be a US citizen or a permanent resident. When you're ready, you go for it. The next one is credibility. The moment you have your company formed, your LLC, like for some reason I can't really say that fast, LLC, all right, or your C Corp or your S Corp or whatever, you are respected. You are taken serious, more serious I should say. Like if you're dealing with a distributor or a manufacturer, or you're dealing with anything, the moment the person knows that you have formed a business and then you are protected by this business entity, they 100% think that you are a very serious person. You are not just, wasting their time. So there's a level of credibility when you have your business formed under these entities. Now, the next benefit of forming your business or your LLC is taxes. Now, there is something called pass-through taxation. Now, I just jot some things down, so if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my notes. So there's something called pass-through taxation and double taxation. Now, pass-through taxation is you only get taxed once. So let's say if your business makes like $50,000 in a year, after the government takes After the government takes their tax, you will only be taxed once, even if you pay yourself. Now, there's a little bit of technicality in what I'm saying, and I'll come to that. So, in comparison with a double taxation, if your company makes 50,000 and then you get taxed at the end of the day, and let's say you come down to $32,000, when you pay yourself, the government is also going to tax you again. That makes it double taxation. But with your LLC, you only get taxed once. However, you will have to file an S Corp taxation. Now, what S Corp taxation means, even though you're an LLC, what S Corp taxation would do for you, the benefit of that is you have to pay yourself in a very reasonable amount. So let's say, for instance, you document that you have worked like 70 hours a week. You have to pay yourself in a reasonable rate as like compared to the kind of work you did. Even if your business makes, let's say, 100,000 a month, you cannot pay yourself like 70,000 a week. That is unreasonable. So to get away from being taxed the second time, you will have to pay yourself in a reasonable rate, right? Not too ambiguous or too much. So that is also another benefit of choosing LLC. Now, the last benefit that I'm going to talk about is tax write-off. And this is something I'm actually looking forward to. So tax write-off is, as a business owner, you should have a business bank account, and your business finances or money or expenses should be separate from your personal account and expenses and all of that. Now, with your business account, you can travel and go to dinners and buy a car and buy stationaries and pay rent. Even though you might do your business from your own apartment, you can literally write that off as your business store or your business location. The rent you pay a month, that can be written off. You're traveling, that can be written off as you travel to talk to manufacturers or distributors or a potential partner. If you go to dinner, you can write it off as that dinner was meant for you and a business partner. But you have to use your business account, not your personal account. And I think that is something I'm really, really excited to explore. I want to explore that. You can buy a business car and then you can write it off as something you needed for your business. So that is one of the many benefits of forming your LLC. When it comes to actually being a small business owner, the simplest step you will ever take is forming your business. The other steps of securing your business and making sure that your business is in compliance with the government, that one can be tricky and can be a little bit tedious to keep up. But forming your business itself, having your name and everything, that takes like 5 minutes. That really takes like 5 minutes. You know how people tell you have to know what you want to do before you form your business? I will disagree with that. I would say that if you know for a fact that you want to venture into opening your own business, you don't need to know specifically what you have to do before you form your business. Just go ahead and form that business, get everything done, and since you actually really want to do it, you will find something that really ignites your spirit, that really interests you, and then you come up with it. So don't wait until you are 100% sure. Before I decided to form my business, I wanted an online store where I could, sell things and all of that. But the moment I finished forming my business, the moment I got my business name, the moment I settled, I realized I could literally do anything that I want. I can venture into anything I want because now I have the bracket or the umbrella of LLC. I have a business. So I can do literally anything. I can venture into real estate. I can do Amazon FBA. I can do Shopify. I can do whatever. I can open a physical store. I can do anything that I want. And that is why I'm telling you, you don't need to have a specific thing that you absolutely want to do before you form your business. I would say go ahead, form it, because if you finish, it's yours. You can come back anytime to figure out what you want to do with it. All right, so that concludes today's video. I hope it was very, very helpful. Until the next time we meet, be bold and don't let anybody shrivel you into their expectations. All right, so until the next time we meet, bye.